all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And Richard. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. Butler in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Barnes. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Barnes screen on Hield. Here's Barrett. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
R.J. Barrett, always making his presence felt.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's quickly. Green with the block.
Oh, wow. He gets that right at the rim. Just perfect timing by Green on that block.
Hield outside. Back to Curry. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And that one's good. Barnes.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Outside Curry. Hield with a screen on quickly. Green against Pirtle. Green kicks to Curry. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponent some credit for sensing that and putting him away. They were completely dominated.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Butler kicks to Curry. Curry with another miss.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Barrett wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. And it's Barnes on the follow.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Butler against Barnes. Left side, Butler. Over Barnes. And the Warriors miss again. And it's the Raptors' ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Offline with his 3. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. Green against Pirtle. In the corner, it's Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green, no luck. Raptors leading by 5. Pass to Barnes. It dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Hield. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two, Tim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Pocket two, Butler. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Raptors leading by 7. Barnes outside. Quickly with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Washington.
And he really cashed in at the line. A big chunk of his points came from free throws.
Now here's Curry. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, you can throw that lob wherever you want to. Kuminga's going to rise to the occasion and get his hands on it.
Here's Quickly. No scoring in this one. Pirtle kicks to Barrett. Shoots over Podziemski. Barrett, no good. Warriors trail by 5. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
That's really nice timing on that release that time by Ingram. He was shot ready.
Pass to Butler. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Now, here's Quickly. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 5. Now Podziemski. Still yet to score. And a deep 3 from Curry. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Shoots over Podziemski. Barrett, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Here's Podziemski. He had 13 points in the win against Dallas. Curry against Quickly. To the middle. Here's Murray Boyle. Another shot. And the rejection by Curry.
And Steph Curry not necessarily known for his defense, but it goes to show you he plays with great awareness.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. it's both teams making substitutions here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Raptors. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
And for the Raptors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
Here's Kelishvili. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And he knocks down the first one. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Shed. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here is Curry. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
2 minutes left.
Here's Murray Boyle. Defended by Kuminga. Pass to Kelishvili. Now Dick. Here's Shed. Sinks the three-pointer. And now a 5-point Toronto lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside, Horford. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the three. And another three for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Dick. To the paint, here's Kelishvili. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
First free throw is good. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Warriors also making a change. Butler, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Warriors trail by 4. Podziemski finds Kuminga. Horford with a screen on Barnes. Here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
Man, I mean, there's athletic, and then there's Jonathan Kuminga. What a dunk right there.
To the inside, here's Barnes. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Podziemski with it. Hasn't made one yet. Driving the lane. Clock at 6. Moody's shot is off. Raptors leading by 4. Nobody near Barnes. Buries it from 3-point range. Barnes has got 11 points.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Now, here's Butler. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 7. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, when you get a second chance opportunity here or there, it starts to add up.
Barnes out there with Dick. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Here's Dick. He has yet to score. Barnes against Kuminga, and they pick up 2. Barnes has got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
Well, he's got such a diverse skill set. Scotty Barnes can go off on any night, and he is rolling tonight.
Now here's Butler. Inside, here's Kuminga, and it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Pass to Dick. Here's Shed. Back to Dick. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Horford the pass to Kuminga. That one off the back iron and out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Butler. Dick with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Now here's Barnes. Nice defense from Kuminga.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Here's Butler. Butler hammering it home.
Yeah, Jimmy throwing it down. Wow, that was tough.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here he goes. And stolen by Butler. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Kevin, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
Now, Barnes really gets off the ground. He is just an effortless athlete.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. teams changing it up here. So a moment now to see the story for Emmanuel quickly. Butler on the wing, covered by Barnes. Here's Curry. He's got 6 from the arc. And the Warriors miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Ingram over Moody. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Into the lane. Curry outside. Curry buries the 3-shot.
A 3-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Ingram outside. Shot clock at 5. Ingram. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 7. 8 feet away. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Oh, good on that one. And it's Lawson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They've led by as much as 10. And the 3-ball is good.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something. And his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Podziemski with it. Lawson defending. 3-pointer, Horford. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
That one goes. It's counted. And it's 6 points for Brandon Ingram.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Left side, Butler. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Butler has always been a solid rebounder. You know he's not afraid to do the dirty work.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
breakout numbers for Jimmy Butler. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately, averaging about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
Well, he just has a great awareness. It is phenomenal how he knows where everyone is at all times.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Ingram. 5 on the clock. Barnes screen on Butler. Here's Ingram. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now, here's Moody. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. Trains the three-pointer.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Quickly. Nothing on the board. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they step beyond the arc in the second quarter. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well-deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
And here's Barrett after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. For 3, Ingram. That one, no good. Warriors have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Quickly. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Onside, Barrett. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Post.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And let's not forget their hustle. They've been running every chance they get, and that has led to easy scoring opportunities in transition.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Raptors making a switch here. Bertles checked in. Then for the Warriors, Richards is checked in, and Hield subbed in for Quentin Post. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
post is checked in for Moody. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. Second, the Warriors.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Quickly kicks to Pirtle. Now Barrett. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, he is more than capable of hurting you from the three-point line. Ingram knows how dangerous that shot is.
And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Quickly the pass to Barrett. Pirtle sets the pick for Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And Pirtle just keeps battling you inside. He is no stranger to physicality in there.
And Tim, an old-school big man, Jakob Pirtle, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
The first free throw is good.
And one thing I really love about Jakob Pirtle, it's how active he is defensively. He just affects so many shots with his energy.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, he ties things up, but it would have been nice to come away with the lead there.
Pass to Green.
Yeah, game in and game out. Certain players find themselves constantly in the middle of the contact. Draymond is one of them.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
No good on the free throw.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
He hits the second from the line. Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Ingram. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Back to Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Curry. 3rd in free throw percentage and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And he possesses so much confidence when he's at the line. You mentioned his free throw accuracy, 3rd best right now in the NBA, and he's earned it. And he makes the first.
Look, to win in this league, you need competitors, and Draymond Green brings it every single night. He plays with a passion that is unmatched.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Toronto trailing. Barrett for 3. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Well, if he has it going like this, Barrett is a real threat from the corner.
Over to the left wing. Outside Curry. This one for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. And that one's good quickly.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to post. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. Hield from outside. It's good from long range. Hield's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now, quickly, guarded by Curry. And it's quickly missing.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
That one drops for him.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Outside, Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the corner. Curry with the rebound. The Warriors leading. Takes a three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another three to their lead.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry show. He has just been everywhere.
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, gents.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw, Ernie, it just wasn't funny.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
They won't see home sweet home for a while, but sometimes the road creates solidarity for the guys, team unity.
Especially if you're winning. But if you're losing, these long road trips can feel endless.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Warriors leading by 4. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guard. Curry and Hield. And Richard.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you, Kevin.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package or he can pound it on your head.
And that one falls for Barrett. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
So he gets them both.
And what you love about Barrett, not only is he tenacious, he also plays with a lot of confidence, and he is relentless.
It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Barnes, screen on Curry. And here's quickly for 3. Warriors leading by 6. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Curry with the 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got 26 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Ingram. Hits the jumper in space. Ingram's got 11 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Shot from the wing. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ingram's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wants to get it to Barrett and does. Plays it up and banks it in. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Pass to Green. And here is Curry from outside the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Ingram kicks to Pirtle. Barnes outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, his teammates and coaches love that right there. Second chance opportunities by Pirtle.
On the wing, Green. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That's really pretty. The mid-range from quickly. I love it.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside Butler. On the wing, Hield. Pass to Buck. Outside Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Well, who doesn't like fast break basketball? They're on the 2K Sports leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA with the teams who have scored the most points in transition this season. Number 1, the Raptors.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Now, here's quickly. 5 points in the game. Ingram outside. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Fades. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Barrett. Good D by Hield.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now, quickly, after the missed three from Buddy Hield. And here is Quickly. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Now here's Butler. 4-point game. Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 6 points for Draymond Green.
The defense was there offering resistance, but Green, as usual, was up to the challenge.
Ingram passes to Barrett. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one is on Hield. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And that one falls for Barrett. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. And so Barrett nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Kuminga up top. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Barrett. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. Outside Kuminga. Outside Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Barnes grabs the miss.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
And Toronto turns it over again.
A moment now to see the numbers for R.J. Barrett. Averaging about 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
Well, he is consistently stringing great performances together, and when he gets cooking, just keep giving him the ball.
The Raptors making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Outside Curry. Lets it go with a three. Cans it from downtown. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now here's Ingram. Some solid defense from Butler.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And stolen by Barnes. Over to the wing. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And again, no good by Toronto.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside Green. Quickly against Curry. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
The first one falls.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Ingram a screen on Kuminga. Buries the long-range jumper. Barnes has got 21.
Yeah, so many young forwards in this league can really shoot the three, and Barnes is no exception.
Green, the pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And it's Ingram missing. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And they are racking up the assist totals because they're moving the ball selflessly. You're seeing great chemistry out there.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Green.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Ingram left side. Charity stripe shot. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Raptors trail by 15. Here's Shed. 5 points in the game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that one's good. Ingram.
And few guys in this league make more contested, difficult shots than Brandon Ingram. He's got so much confidence.
No one covering. Podziemski's got his first 3 points of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Oh, an aggressive take from Ingram inside, earning the whistle in the process.
The Raptors have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And that one falls for Ingram.
And, you know, people around the league think that Brandon Ingram actually has an even higher ceiling than we've seen. And with a few improvements to his game, he could get even better. I hope we get to see that.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. And he makes both free throws. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Green, the screen, and a deep three from Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Shed. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Shed. He's got 5 over Curry. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now, here's Moody. Outside, Horford. Kuminga the pass to Green. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And a look at the toughness of Draymond. He took the hit, and he got it to go.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line. Grady Dix checked in for Ingram. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Green, no good on that one. Toronto's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Murray Boyle. To the paint. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Kuminga dishes to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Hits the jump hook. Kuminga's got 10 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Podziemski with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Inside, here's Kuminga. No good with the layup. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. Let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Grady Dick is out there with Barnes. Then it's Walter. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now Moody following the 3-point attempt by Scotty Barnes.
And Barnes is showing you he is more than a capable defender.
And it's Shed missing. Warriors leading by 16. Left side, Kuminga. And Barnes sends it back. And he recovers it. Here's Moody. And the Warriors miss again. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Barnes. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Wow, Barnes just slicing through the defense. That display of ball handling was impressive.
Here's Butler. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Shed. Back to Dick. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Butler with the jam.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Dick wide open. From outside off the mark. Warriors leading by 16. Butler feeling it out a bit. Outside, Kuminga. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Man, and with that vertical, Kuminga can really do some damage around the basket.
Kuminga, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And when you watch Jonathan Kuminga play, the thing that jumps out at you is his athleticism, how quickly he can get to the hoop and get off the floor. He is a really promising talent.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. And the Warriors also making a change. Stephen Curry's checked in for Moody. Raptors trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the dunk by Dick.
He's showing some strength on that finish. Dick is solid at converting there through contact.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. And the free throw, no good.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Count that one. Curry's got 39.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Pass to Ingram. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Dick. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Barnes.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Dick. Barnes outside. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Here's Podziemski. And it's Golden State with another. Raptors trail by 18. To the right side. Now Dick. Pass to Shed. Off target with his three. Outside Butler. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's Golden State with another.
And sometimes the only answer for great defense is the mid-range jumper, and that's Butler's go-to.
Now Dick. Shoots over Podziemski. Bank shot, no good.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
And it's good for two.
Man, good things tend to happen when you run your offense through Steph.
It's Dick on the wing. Pass to Ingram.
Hey, yo, right here. I see you.
6 on the shot clock. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram, totally under control.
Now here's Curry. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got his 7th rebound here tonight. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Tries from 10. Dick can't get it to go.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
A nice shot by Moody.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Now here's Ingram. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Here's Butler. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Fires from deep. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Barnes outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And here is Quickly. Fires for 3. And Moody pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you know, Green's not going to shy away from contact. He loves mixing it up inside.
At the line for the Warriors, Draymond Green. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the Warriors with some changes. Richards is checked in. And Hield subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Good on the second free throw. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Now here's Barnes. Shakes him. The Warriors pull it in. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Outside Curry. Hield outside. Jacks up a 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Hield. Curry's got 47 points.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram. The 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Curry kicks to Hield. Outside Butler. At the top of the key, Curry. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 49 points for Stephen Curry. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Really nice balance in Quickly's game. He can beat you from deep or he can take you off the bounce.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Ingram passes to Barnes. Ingram outside. Rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win.
Good, another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Here's Curry. See the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?